Hi, and thanks for watching. We're talking about ServiceNow Utah, and specifically about the ServiceNow Utah mobile experience. And talking with me today is Andrzej Szczepanski, who is a ServiceNow you're a technical architect, or what is your position? Sorry, Andrzej?
I'm technical consultant.
Technical consultant.
Yeah.
Thank you. ServiceNow technical consultant here at GuideVision. And thanks for coming and talking with us today, Andrzej. I really appreciate that.
Thank you for having me.
So what can we look forward to in the ServiceNow Utah mobile release? What are you looking forward to the most?
The best thing for both end users and developers would be the enhanced possibility to move through different instances on the mobile, because previously you had to actually log off and log in to each instance, and now you can just log in for each instance in one screen, and then you can just simply switch those instances without any another pop-up for the PIN or the password. And you can actually see the notifications for each of those instances if you are logged in, of course. So you can see if someone is messaging you on each of those instances.
That's got to really save a lot of time especially for implementers and developers and QA, right?
Yeah. I mean, when I'm using mobile and I need to actually check something on different instances, it's always a pain to log in and log off.
Understood. What can end users look forward to in the Utah release for mobile?
Well, I think the enhanced file uploading capabilities would be pretty great for end users, because basically the enhancement is that you can actually, for example, for activity stream, you can add multiple types of attachments or files in one go without submitting the form previously for each attachment. So you can choose whatever you like and then add it all simultaneously to the form, and this really saves time.
And I understand as well that the new Utah mobile release also makes it easier for signatures.
Yes, that's true. Actually, if you need some e-signature, you can basically just sign it off from the mobile device. So if you need some approval that requires some signature, you can just do it with your finger on the mobile screen, and it will save it and add it to the approval, or some sign off for the asset retrieval and other stuff that could require such things.
Very user-friendly. I also understand that there's some improved scanning capabilities for, is it barcodes, or is that what that is?
Yes, actually, you can scan the barcodes or the QR codes, and you can actually do it similarly as for the files. You can scan multiple barcodes or QR codes in one go, and then attach it to the, for example, asset or some bundle of assets. So you can easily do it in one go without need to do it for each of those assets. So that's pretty neat.
That is pretty neat. The other really gee whiz thing in the Utah release, I'd started with Tokyo, but I wanted to ask you about indoor mapping. What is this all about?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, the most the best thing I'm actually excited about is the thing that it's currently is able to actually track your actual location. So previously you could just choose the starting point on the mapping of the which is provided by the on the instance, right? So first you need to map the entire compound or the office with the conference rooms or the like desks or some assets that need to be mapped, for example, printers and other assets. and if you want to go there, you had to pick your location, and then it would guide you like Google Maps. But now you can actually turn on the current location, so it will track your GPS and using the Wi-Fi to actually enhance it, and it will be basically like Google Maps. It will tell you where to go, how much it will take, and even if it's like multiple levels, it will tell you to go to the elevator, pick the floor, and just continue.
That's got to be super helpful, especially for new employees, or for couriers, delivery people, people who are moving around a lot in the building, being able to find things. That's got to be really helpful. And I mean, also just being able to know where someone's desk is, right?
Yeah, that's true. And actually, what's another pretty nice feature is connected to it. There is this basically an action-based location tracking. So if you have some task on your mobile, for example, fixing a printer or something else that is mapped, you can, or actually it doesn't need to be mapped, but if you, for example, pick the button for starting the task, this is configured in a way that it will enable the location tracking. It will be tracking your location during the task until you, for example, click the close task or stop whatever you are doing. So you have the information of your location during doing whatever the task was. For example, you had to go somewhere during that time, so there is future information for the traveling time, and it would actually enhance analysis of the future task fulfillment, or maybe to optimize the traveling time.
Yeah, sounds like a real time saver. So in other features, what else can we look forward to in Utah Mobile?
Actually, the most life-saving feature, I would say, is that there is an enhanced online to offline mode, which is basically switching you to the offline mode when you lost your Wi-Fi or just internet connection, and it will retain every update you are doing when you are offline. So basically it retains your cache, and then it will merge the retained cache with the cache that is on the online server. So
you don't lose any, and you don't lose any information when you lose your mobile connection.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's got to be a lifesaver. It's probably also been a real pain beforehand, right?
I mean, beforehand, this was working, but now you can be sure that it's actually not lost.
Excellent. Okay. What else can we look forward to in terms of the user experience in Utah Mobile?
Well, the most user-friendly thing, I would say, and for the developers, is that there's actually added a theming feature for actually making the consistency between the new experience and the new mobile themes, because you can actually enable merging between the desktop version and the mobile theme. Basically, by just if you do any change on the desktop, you can add it automatically to the mobile version. But it's only optional, so don't worry if you want it different for each of those.
Okay, but at least you have the option to make your designs more consistent between the desktop and the mobile, right?
Yes, that's true.
Great. Is there any other feature that we wanted to mention here about the new ServiceNow Utah Mobile release?
I think what is worth to mention would be, for example, some enhancement to the mobile app builder and mobile card builder. So basically, there's an improved open screen previews for developers, and they're more representative of the type of the cards that users see on their mobile phones. And well, the other thing would be the deep linking feature.
Deep linking.
Yeah, that's basically a shortcut for the user. When you receive some pop-up or some email with the link, you click on it, and it's basically
like it takes you to
moving you to the distant view on the application, or the form that you need to visit. So you don't need to go through the browser or anything like that, and it's straight to the app, straight to the destination.
Excellent. So it definitely saves time and probably also a smoother experience, right?
Yeah. And from the form itself, you can actually, which is another feature, you can actually use some buttons that previously you had to do a lot of tapping to, for example, add some additional task to your list, and now you have a button which will do it one click.
Really smooth, really easy stuff there. Well, Andrzej, thank you so much for talking with us. Andrzej Szczepanek, sorry. Szczepański. My apologies. My name is Douglas Arianes, and I'm also have a difficult last name, so my apologies there. But thanks for spending the time and for explaining to us what we can look forward to in ServiceNow Utah Mobile. And Andrzej, I guess the last thing to say is I'll see you in Utah.
Yeah, see you in Utah. Thank you for having me.